Good evening, everyone. The October 21st, 2025 Commission meeting of the Douglas County Board of Commissioners will come to order. Welcome, citizens of Douglas County. County Clerk, could you please take the roll for the record?
Yes, ma'am. Commissioner District 1, Henry Mitchell.
Present.
Commissioner District 2, Whitney Kenner Jones.
Present.
Commissioner District 3, Martin Raxton.
Present.
Commissioner District 4, Vice Chair Mark Alcaraz.
Present.
Chairman Dr. Ramona Jackson Jones.
Present. Thank you so much, Clerk. We are pleased to have with us this evening Pastor James Taylor to lead us in our invocation. Please stand for the invocation, and after the invocation, please join me and the Board of Commissioners for the pledge to the flag. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Congratulations, young folk. Proud of you, Anthony. Bow your heads, let us pray. Father, in the name of Jesus, we just thank you for a great opportunity to serve you today. We thank you for these young people who are going to have a great moment of serving their city and serving one another. We thank you, Lord God, that people that are here to serve their community. And we pray for their protection. We pray for your wisdom. We pray for your guidance. And most importantly, Lord, we pray for your love. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, Pastor Taylor, for rendering such a wonderful prayer over our county tonight. Thank you. Board of Commissioners, and certainly, first of all, let me tap the shoulders of our clerk. Clerk, did we have anyone sign up for public comment tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We did. Before I call you up, I will just remind you, you have 3 minutes to address the board. Once your 3 minutes are up, we'll ask you to wrap up your comments. When you reach the podium, please restate your name and subject matter. Our individual that signed in is Sharon Bachtel.
Sharon Bachtel, 6331 South Skyline Drive. And thank you for allowing me to speak. I would like to talk about the buses since that's on the agenda. Before I begin, I would like to give 2 big thank yous. First, thank you for repaving Kings Highway. I've been waiting 10 years for this. The road was repaved quickly in 2 days and looks great. It's nice not having to drive around and over potholes. Second, I'd like to thank the board and Recreation Director Chad Griffin for restoring the porch on the Carnes Cabin located at the Clinton Nature Preserve. The Carnes Cabin is the oldest building in Douglas County, built in 1828, and it's wonderful that it's been fixed up in time for the 250th anniversary of our country. We need to be good stewards of our historical landmarks. Before I begin about the buses, I want to state that I am not against public transportation. I think fixed routes were the wrong choice for Douglas County. This is proven by the years of low ridership. Even after spending thousands of dollars to collaborative firm for promoting the buses, so now we are getting another grant and spending more tax dollars to give rides to people going to the World Cup. The sad part about all of this is that for years my tax dollars were spent on rides for people in Districts 1 and 2, but Districts 3 and 4 received no public transportation. Since the routes are not in my district, my handicapped neighbors do not get rides from paratransit. The voucher program is the only thing available to the seniors and disabled in Districts 3 and 4. There are a little over 200 in the voucher program and over 200 on the waiting list. How is it you can spend my tax dollars for trips to the World Cup, which will probably be mostly tourists, and not spend money for paratransit rides for the handicapped in Districts 3 and 4? If Douglas County had chosen the Dial-A-Ride program instead of fixed routes, every single person in all districts, including seniors and handicaps, would have had a ride. A senior dial-a-ride program implemented from a grant last year proved to be very successful. Before fixed routes, Douglas County had van rides, and those were very successful. We need to look at what works for our county, and fixed routes are not working. It's time for a change. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Batchel, for coming in and sharing your concerns, and certainly we'll take this matter under advisement. All right. Madam Clerk, anyone else?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. This evening, we do have a swearing in of our Youth Commission, and Tiffany Stewart Stanley, who's our Chief of Staff and also our Assistant County Administrator, who will start off for us, and then we'll go from there forward.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. Good evening, Board of Commissioners, County Administrator, students, staff, and all of our citizens. This is a very exciting day here in Douglas County because we are swearing in our 8th class of youth commissioners. So let's give them a hand. And for those who don't know, our youth commission is comprised of Douglas County High School sophomores, juniors, and seniors. The program is dedicated to educating young citizens about the importance of being actively conscious of their local government, environment, and opportunities available in the public sector. So, had a little longer speech prepared, but they surprised me today with the video that they prepared themselves. So I like it. This is a class of initiative. So at this time, we will show the Douglas County Youth Commission's video.
My name is Arya Patel. I'm from Chapel Hill High School.
Kennedy Laster, and I go to New Manchester High School as a senior.
Chris, I'm a junior at Alexander High School.
Ashi, I go to Chapel Hill High School.
I'm from Alexander High School.
My name is Kellen Williams.
My name is Janae Lee Guerrier. Hello, I'm Sophia Serrano.
And the main reason I joined Youth Commission was so I could network with other like-minded individuals. Also, I could create new opportunities because I want to go in the business field in the future. So with this job or with this opportunity, I can see new commissions, different departments, and see how they run and how this can help in the future.
One personal goal I have while being in Youth Commission is to make sure that my voice is being heard. I want to practice my public speaking, make sure that I know how I want to portray to everybody and how to convey and to get what I want, and to put my best foot forward and to grow as a person.
Youth Commission, I see it making the biggest difference in my ability to talk to people and speak my opinion about certain projects within communities and to understand how my community works.
And one personal goal that I have for myself while I serve on the commission is to represent my community, represent my school, represent people who care about Douglas County Youth Commission.
And personally, one thing I want to get out of being in Youth Commission is I want to get better at public speaking and debating.
And what I hope to gain at the Youth Commission is that I want to build leadership and I want to just genuinely learn more about the mission.
And currently, when I walked into orientation today, I felt ready to meet new people and the people that I'll be working with this year. I also feel excited for my first headshot, so I'm ready for that.
To where it shows that it's not okay.
So I was saying,
Live, and then using our tax money to fund.
actually shot that at the orientation. And I saw a student with the camera, and but literally they shot that at the orientation. So they surprised me with that today. So I'm very grateful. But now it's my turn to surprise them with the video. So we actually have someone that wants to give them some special congratulations. So I will let communications play the video.
Hi, everyone. This is Congresswoman Lucy McBath of Georgia's 6th Congressional District. Boy, I am so proud of you. Congratulations for being sworn into the Douglas County Youth Commission. You just don't even understand how important a step that you've made. You're truly investing in our community, investing in Douglas County, investing in Georgia. So I just want to wish you all the best. Thank you for your vision and your passion and your commitment. We need you now more than ever. Keep going. And if there's anything that we can ever do in our office to help support you as you support our community, we are only a phone call away. Once again, congratulations. Now, go rule the world.
Okay. And we also, each student will also receive a letter from U.S. Senator John Ossoff, and I will read the letter that he provided at this time. It says, "Dear Youth Commissioner, congratulations on your induction into the Douglas County Youth Commission. You have been recognized for your hard work and talent, and I want to extend my sincere best wishes. I appreciate your commitment to engaging with your local government. Best of luck in your future endeavors. Please reach out to my office if there is anything I can do to be of assistance. Sincerely, John Ossoff, United States Senator." And I want to thank Congresswoman Lucy McBath as well as U.S. Senator John Ossoff. He's been a great friend to our Youth Commission. As you can see here, he is volunteering with some youth commissioners a couple years ago. So I want to thank him as well as all of our state, local, federal partners. Our state delegation hosts our youth commission at the Capitol every year. So it's been a great experience working with all of our partners, our school system, our city governments. I want to thank everyone. And at this time, before we start with the introduction of our Youth Commission, I want to thank the Board of Commissioners. Your commitment to our youth has been outstanding. When we created the Douglas County Youth Initiative a couple years ago, we expanded the internship as well as continued our Youth Commission. So we are so grateful for your support. Thank you so much for everything that you do. So at this time, we will turn it over to our Youth Commissioners.
Hello everyone, my name is Kashokba Agbaje and I'm a junior at Chapel Hill High School.
Good evening everyone, my name is Adana Ojoku, I'm a senior at Chapel Hill High School.
Good evening everyone, my name is Xavier Alam and I'm a sophomore at Chapel Hill High School.
Good evening, my name is Zoya Alam and I'm a senior at Chapel Hill High School.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Daniel Ayewo. I go to Chapel Hill High School, and I'm a senior.
Good evening. My name is Obehi Ayewo. I go to Chapel Hill High School, and I am a junior.
Hello. My name is Alyssa Blacknall, and I'm a senior at Chapel Hill High School.
Good evening. My name is Lavin Burgess, and I'm a junior at Chapel Hill High School.
Hello everyone, my name is Eric Crisp and I'm a junior at Alexander High School.
Good evening everyone, my name is Samaj Jewell and I'm a senior at Chapel Hill High School.
Good evening everybody, I am a sophomore at Chapel Hill High School.
Good evening, I'm Elaine Godwin, I'm a senior at Alexander High School.
Hi, my name is Giovanni Guerrier. I'm a senior at New Manchester High School.
Good evening. My name is Janae Julie Guerrier, and I am a sophomore at New Manchester High School.
My name is Ryan Harper. I go to New Manchester, and I'm a junior.
My name is Ramaya Harris. I go to New Manchester High School, and I'm a senior.
Good evening. My name is Tristan Joe, and I'm a junior at Chapel Hill High School.
Hello, my name is Kennedy Laster, and I'm a senior at New Manchester High School.
Good evening. My name is Sunny Lynn, and I'm a junior at Douglas County High School.
Hello, my name is Aryan Patel, and I'm a junior at Chapel Hill High School.
Good evening. My name is Destiny Joyce Segay, and I'm a senior at Douglas County High School.
Good evening. I'm Maya Sandiford, and I'm a junior at New Manchester High School.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Camille Scott, and I'm a senior at Douglas County High School.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sophia Serrano, and I'm a junior at Douglas County High School.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kellen Williams, and I'm a sophomore at Landmark Christian School.
And now we will have our Douglas County Youth Commission Vice Chairman and Chairman.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jordan Craddock. I'm a senior at Alexander High School, and I am the Douglas County Youth Commission Vice Chairwoman.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ashley Clay, and I'm a current senior at Chapel Hill High School. And I just want to speak to you guys a little bit about tonight. Tonight isn't just a ceremony. It's a celebration of commitment, leadership, and community. To my fellow commissioners, congratulations. You earned your place here. You took the initiative to apply, to learn, and to lead. You're here because you saw an opportunity to make a difference, and you took it. The willingness to step up, to serve, and to speak for others is exactly what leadership looks like. I know what this moment feels like because last year I stood right where you are. I joined this program with curiosity, not realizing how much it would change me. Through every meeting, every project, and every conversation, I discovered what it means to use my voice with purpose. And now I get to stand before you as proof that this program builds more than leaders. It builds confidence, it builds connection, and mostly, it builds community. To the teachers and administrators, thank you for your support. Supporting your students beyond classroom has meant a lot. When they return, they'll bring more than experiences. They'll bring new ideas, stronger voices, and a greater sense of purpose. To the parents, thank you guys. You're encouraging your children to be a part of something bigger is amazing. You'll watch them grow into thoughtful, engaged citizens who see challenges as opportunities to create change. To our county leaders, thank you guys. Thank you for giving students a seat at the table and believing that youth voices matter. We're ready to learn from you, collaborate with you, and continue building a stronger Douglas County together. And to Miss Wendy and Miss Kiara, thank you for your vision, patience, and dedication. You've turned this commission into a safe space where students can see real impact of their ideas. You lead with passion and purpose, and we're all better because of it. As we take our oaths tonight, let it be more than a promise. Let it be a commitment to lead with integrity, to serve with empathy, and to leave Douglas County better than we found it. Thank you, and congratulations to the 2026 Douglas County Youth Commission.
Wow. Well said, and congratulations to the class of 2026. Wow, amazing. You are our future, you're bright, and you're ready to take the mantle and get us there, take us to the next level. I wish each of you the very, very best. You will be the voice for the voiceless. Your confidence and your courage will take you further than you can even imagine. I am just thrilled tonight, and certainly before I take the honor of swearing you in, I wanted to see if, check with the board to see if they had any words of encouragement before you take your oath. Okay? Is that okay with you all? All right. Board of Commissioners, do you have any remarks before they're sworn in?
Sure.
Vice Chair, you have the floor.
You said it well. You serve with empathy. You're going to learn that you do not take this role in serving yourself. You serve everybody, in the good and the bad. When you serve, you're going to do things that people do not agree with. You're going to do things that people love you for. Either way, at the end of the day, always know when you're done that you can lay your head down at night and knowing that you did what you thought was right. But also learn, now that you're sworn in, all eyes are on you. You're now a leader, and when you lead, everybody watches almost everything you do. So learn that. You not only represent yourself, but you represent your family, and now you represent the County Youth Commission. And we thank you so much for taking the time, because in a population of 150,000, just look how many of you actually signed up to do this. That's something that is very impressive, because that tells me that there are young leaders willing to step up to lead. So learn from each other, and we look forward to seeing you around the courthouse. Now yield back, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you so much, Vice Chair. Commissioner Kenna Jones, you have the floor.
I just want to say, wow. I hope that you guys are really, really proud of yourselves. And who was the girl at the end that was giving the impassioned speech? Is she here? Please keep that up. I was like, that's like watching a little mini me. That was amazing. So I hope that you are proud of yourself. You absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Good job to all of you. Congratulations.
Okay. All right, you yield back? Okay. Commissioner Raxton, you have the floor. I see you working your mic, so you have it.
All right, well, thank you and good evening. What are they doing at Chapel Hill? I'm just impressed with the numbers and the volume, so just keep that passion up. And guess what? I represent you. So I have to make sure I do right by yourselves as well as your families. So let them know that your commissioner is very, very supportive of the Youth Commission. And it is an honor to be here to support you, and let us know what we can do to support you in any way, shape, or form. As leaders, you're going to need to make tough decisions. But first, rely on your spiritual home, take input from your parents and those that you trust, and do and make the best choices possible, because people are watching you day and night. So congratulations. I look forward to working with each and every one of you. Utilize this as a lifetime commitment in learning. I'm currently in a Leadership Douglas program now to continue learning about this great community. So I encourage you to do the same. And Madam Chair, I yield the floor back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Commissioner Raxton. And certainly I'll save the best for last. Commissioner Mitchell.
The best for last? Okay, I'll take
You'll
the
take
honors.
it?
I'll take the honors. I think all of us and the messaging that we're sending and to you guys, that leadership starts where you guys are. This is kind of how I began. And this is kind of how it all starts and starts to evolve. So I just want to say to all of you guys, leadership is not easy. There's always controversy. And just understand that the decision you make, it may be a great decision, but it won't be 100% that everybody would agree with it, though. So, and I can probably imagine what you guys are going to be going through this whole process. So I'll just say, more or less, to the moms and dads and family members in the room, look what you guys have created. Look what you guys have done. And I think you guys deserve a round of applause for what you guys have done. I just remember my days in middle high school and wanting to be that leader. And I know mom and dad probably sitting back there saying, sit down, be quiet, stop. But in all honesty, we want you to grow. We want you to be who you are. We want you to evolve and be that next commissioner, president, mayor, and all that good stuff. So I'll just leave you with, just understand that leadership is not easy. Leadership is what you make of it and what your beliefs and what you think is right. Just be willing to stand on it. If you make the commitment of what you've done thus far, stand on it and be committed and stay committed. Thank you, and job well done. I'm proud of you guys.
I will stand, so I will certainly. If the mic, can you hear me? Can you hear me out in the audience? Okay, I really want to stand with you all, but that's okay. I'll bend down and do it as well. You were born and built for this, okay? You were born and built for leadership. I would like for you to raise your right hand. Please raise your right hands. And please say "I" and state your name. a citizen of the state of Georgia and of the United States and a member of the Douglas County Youth Commission, do hereby solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Georgia, that I will honestly and faithfully perform the duties assigned to me to the best of my ability and my skill, and serve the best interest and well-being of Douglas County, and that I will at all times abide by and conform to the laws, ordinances, and rules and regulations approved by Douglas County Board of Commissioners. Do you affirm? Yes. Well, congratulations, Douglas County Youth Commission 2026. Let's give them a hand. If everybody can stand, please. All right. Congratulations again and welcome aboard. Thank you. We're gonna come down. You want us to come down? We're gonna come down. Okay, and they're gonna go up. Thank you. Some of them. Thank you all so much. If we just could have everyone to exit the room that's not going to stay with us through the remainder of the meeting, we appreciate you. Yeah, Tiffany.
Yeah, get Tiffany to clear.
Tiffany, could you help? Thank you. So we can move to the next portion of our meeting. This was amazing, and we are thrilled about our youth commission. They will definitely set standards where others will be judged, and we are so proud of our youth commission, and I know their family members are as well. All right, Madam Clerk, what do we have next?
Next, we have the agenda adoption.
Okay. Board of Commissioners, certainly, I know you've had an opportunity to review the agenda, and I want to see if there are any changes. I do have one that I would like to bring forth, which is the removal of tab number 11 tonight, tab number 11. Any other
Yes, Madam Chair.
recommendations?
Remove item 15 from the consent agenda.
15?
Yes.
Okay. You said on the consent agenda, right?
Off the consent agenda.
Off, but you want it to be a new business? Is that what you're saying?
Sure. It can be no business.
Oh, you just want it off, like I'm moving 11 completely off.
Okay.
Remove, that's what I'm gonna.
Well, if you're asking me, I say remove 15 completely off and have some further discussion.
Anything else, any particular reason? Do you have any comments regarding 15? Anybody?
I guess we need a point of, of clarification from legal. If we're trying to remove something from the consent agenda to new business, does it need a second?
Absolutely.
So then do we need to take Madam Chair's amendment separate and then go to the consent agenda next?
Mm-hmm. So I stepped out, and so I missed the chairwoman's motion.
She
But
wants
what
to.
needs to happen is a motion to approve the consent agenda without number 15. You get a second on that. And then a motion to add number 15 to new business.
Okay, but she also, Madam Chair's amendment was to remove item number 11 from new business first,
And put it where?
off the agenda.
We just want to
deferred.
remove it off the agenda.
Okay, so let's take three motions, it sounds like, because you guys are doing three different things. A motion to approve the consent agenda without number 15, right? And so that will approve, well, without number 15 and without number 11, right?
Right.
So that's your first motion, to approve the consent agenda without number 11 and without number 15.
11's not on the consent agenda.
It's on the new business.
It's new business.
I'm sorry. Motion to approve the consent agenda without number 15. Okay? You also need a motion to move number 15 to new business. Then you need a motion to remove number 11 from new business. So 3 separate actions to achieve an agenda that you're comfortable with.
Okay.
Okay. Does it have to be in that order?
I actually prefer you to approve the movement of number 11 off the agenda
Okay.
first.
All right. Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we approve item number 11 off of the agenda under new business first.
Approve or remove?
I mean, remove, sorry, remove.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you want to say approve the.
I'm sorry, remove, yes.
Okay. We have a
Approve to
motion and a
remove.
second on the floor. We have a motion and a second in the discussion board. We have
Yes,
a,
Madam
okay,
Chair. I mean,
okay.
can we look at this to maybe like tabling it till the next meeting?
It would be a deferral.
Or a deferral to
Yes.
the next meeting, to just have some further discussion.
Yeah, the word deferral, that, okay,
Yeah.
that helps rather
Yeah.
than,
What's that meeting date? What's that meeting date?
Till the next,
November
The first
4th?
one in November?
yes.
November, sorry,
Is it November 4th?
I think it
Or
is the
third,
4th.
third.
Well, you want it on the
Third
work
is the work
session?
session.
Yeah, the work session, the third, okay.
The third.
Okay. So could you restate your motion, Commissioner?
Sure. I'll
Braxton?
make a friendly amendment to approve deferring item number 11 to the November 3rd, 2025 work session.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. In the discussion board, we have a motion and a second. Please indicate by raising your right hand. We have a 5-0 unanimous vote, and the motion carries to defer tab number 11. All right. We have another motion on the floor.
Motion to remove item from the consent agenda, item number 15.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Remove, completely remove to
Yeah,
new business.
We're going to start with remove, and then I'll go to the new business.
Okay, to remove item
Well,
15.
I'm so sorry, Madam Chair, if I may.
Yeah, you may.
Because Commissioner Mitchell's motion was to remove it from the consent agenda, not to approve the consent agenda without number 15, then you can just make your motion twofold, remove it from consent agenda, and then place it on new business.
Right, I understand that.
Okay.
But
You can put that together, and then we'll need a subsequent motion to approve the consent agenda.
No, but I think you're missing my point, though.
Okay?
Yeah. So we're going to do it, like I just stated, we're going to remove it, make the request to remove, and look for a second. If I don't, then I'll come back and to remove it to the new business.
Okay.
Right now, I'm saying to remove it totally.
Understood.
Okay.
Okay. We have a second on Commissioner's motion. Okay, the motion fails for lack of a second.
Now to remove it, to actually take it to new business. The motion is, that's the motion.
Okay. Do we have a second? Second. Okay. We have a motion and a second on the floor. Any discussion, board? We have a motion and a second. All in favor of moving it to new business?
Right.
Please indicate by raising your right hand. All opposed? So did you raise your? Yes. Okay, it's a 3-2 vote and the motion carries to put it as a new business item. Thank you. Which is tab number 15 will be transferred to a new business item. All right. Now, since we have that squared away, now do I just need, we're done, right?
Yes, we would now need a motion to approve the consent agenda, understanding that 15 is not on there.
All right, do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda with the, knowing that 15 has been removed?
So move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor. In the discussion board, we have a motion and a second. Please indicate by raising your right hand if you approve. We have a 5-0 unanimous vote and the motion carries with no opposition. Thank you. All right. That moves us next into Board of Commissioners. Please be mindful that we have 3 minutes to make remarks and 2 minutes for rebuttal. Next, we will move to the approval of our minutes. You have the minutes of the commission meeting of October 7th, 2025, the work session minutes of October 6th, 2025, and the executive session minutes of October 6th, 2025, and October 7th, 2025. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor. Any discussion, board? We have a motion and a second. Please prepare to cast your electronic votes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, we have a 5-0 unanimous vote and the motion carries. All right, with no opposition. Next, we have the financial report. Do we have a motion to approve the financial report for the month of September? Do we have a motion, board?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? We have a motion and a second. Please prepare to cast your electronic votes. We have
Motion carries 5-0.
all right, we have a 5-0 unanimous vote, and the motion carries with no opposition. All right, Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Yes, ma'am. We have several proclamations this morning, so I just wanted to say that after all the proclamations are read, then we will take each group's picture, if that's okay, Chairman.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, our first proclamation is proclaiming November 2nd as Retired Educators Day in Douglas County. Pat Flickinger is here to read the proclamation.
Good evening, Ms.
Good evening.
Flickinger. How are you today?
Good. Whereas the governor of the state of Georgia has proclaimed the day of Sunday, November 2nd, 2025, as Retired Educators Day in Georgia, and whereas there are more than 142,000 retired educators in Georgia, 32,000 plus of whom are members of the Georgia Retired Educators Association, and whereas the retired educators of Georgia donate thousands of hours of volunteer service and make invaluable contributions to the welfare of their respective communities across the state, and whereas it is appropriate that a day be designated for citizens to express their appreciation for the contributions that retired educators have made and continue to make for the betterment of human lives and for society, and whereas local churches will recognize those lasting contributions made by retired educators in this community. Now, therefore, the Douglas County Commissioners do hereby proclaim the day of November 2nd, 2025 as Retired Educators Day, and we call upon all citizens of Douglas County to observe that day in an appropriate manner, honoring retired educators. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Pat. This is a great day to celebrate our retired educators in Douglas County and throughout the entire nation for all the great things that you all have done. You certainly have made lasting impressions and created and made some great men and women and produced great men and women throughout this country, from nurses, doctors, also educators like yourselves. Your mark is just indelible in what you've done to just change the lives of others. Teachers, educators, it's just so many ways and words to describe you. I could go on and on and on about educators. You all have a special place in my heart. And when I reflect back on how I got to this point in my life, I think about those who taught me early on, such as in my primary days in school. And I'm telling you, I can remember every teacher that touched me, and even from high school, but I am just honored. You all you're just invaluable, and every day should be, in my opinion, should be Educators Day, but I know you all, I'm just proud that you're here today. You come every year to celebrate this wonderful day, and I gave birth to an educator, so I'll ramble and go on and on about educators because you guys do such a wonderful job. You just enhance the lives of others. You do what some mothers don't do. You're a mother and a father figure to a lot of students all over this nation, and what you have done just is unimaginable, and I just can't explain. I can go, I'm about to cry, so I'm gonna just yield the floor to the board. Do you have anything, board, do you have anything to say about educators? Because I know you gave birth to one as well, Vice Chair. Your son is an educator in the school system, and mine here in Douglas County as well, my daughter.
Sure, I'll give Madam Chair a break so she don't break down on us up here. But no, just thank you for all that you've done. And I'll say God bless. It takes a special person, and I guarantee you probably some of my teachers through school probably says that. It took a special person to put up with you. But I remember them well. Miss Beck, my fourth grade teacher, Ms. Hall from Douglas County High School, Mr. Brantley from Douglas County High School. Those are certain ones, a lot of them made a lot of impact, but those are ones that really made an impact on me. And I just thank you for all that you've done for this community and what you've done for children that you've come across every day during your career. And I yield back, Madam Chair.
Commissioner Kelly Jones, did you have a teacher that changed your life?
All of them.
All of them. Commissioner Braxton, you haven't? I know you have. I love teachers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we would not be here without the teachers that poured into us, as well as the counselors, as well as the coaches. I was very active in band, so I learned a lot of discipline through music and through sports. So congratulations, and thank you for being those leaders outside of the home that gave us another set of eyes and ears to make sure that we fell in line and we did what we were supposed to do to be successful and to be human beings that meant something. So thank you, and Madam Chair, I yield the floor back to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Commissioner Mitchell, did you have any reflecting marks of reflection?
I mean, it's just kudos to everything that you guys are saying and what you guys are saying with these teachers that are here today and those that are in the past have done. Just that's who we are because of what you guys have done and brought us and reared us up, as my mom would say. So thank you, and a job well done. And I just look out and see these guys, and I've been on many boards with these guys, and I see them in the community, and their mindset is to teach and to enhance and to make things better through education. And like they say, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. So thank you guys for what you guys do and have done. And we're standing on your shoulders, and keep up the great work and keep teaching. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commissioner. Board of Commissioners, you've heard the proclamation. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? We have a motion and a second. Please prepare to cast your votes.
Motion carries 5-0.
All right, we have a 5-0 unanimous vote, and the motion carries. Thank you. If you just stay tuned for your photographs coming up momentarily.
Okay. We'll move to the next proclamation, proclaiming the month of October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month in Douglas County. Brenda Grissom is here to read the proclamation.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
With respect to Madam Chair, Dr. Ramona Jackson-Jones, Assistant Chair, Commissioner Mark Alcaraz, and each one of you on the board, thank you so much for the opportunity to come and read this proclamation. Douglas County Board of Commissioners, National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Whereas October 25th is National, hold on. I would like to ask if it's okay that any breast cancer survivors and supporters would stand with me while I read this.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Breast
Yes,
cancer
absolutely.
survivors and supporters.
Yeah.
You
Come on.
supported somebody going through cancer. Look at that. All right, now I'm ready. I'm sorry about that.
Oh,
You're
yes.
fine.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Whereas October 25th is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and whereas National Breast Cancer Awareness Month educates women and men about early detection, diagnosis, and treatment, and whereas October 21st, 2025 is National Mammography Day, and on this day or throughout the month, women and men are encouraged to make a mammography appointment. And whereas in 2025, an estimated 316,000 new cases of invasive breast cancer are expected to be diagnosed in women and men in the U.S., along with over 59,000 new cases of non-invasive in situ breast cancers. And whereas about 2,800 new cases of invasive breast cancer are expected to be diagnosed in men in 2025. Whereas there are over 4 million breast cancer survivors in the United States. And whereas the statistics are staggering, yet we encourage we are encouraged to know that the survival rate has drastically improved in the recent years due to the increased awareness and innovative advancements in early detection and treatment. And whereas National Breast Cancer Awareness Month recognizes that although many great strides have been made in the breast cancer awareness and treatment, there remains much to be accomplished. Now, therefore, the Douglas County Board of Commissioners hereby proclaims the month of October 2025 as Breast Cancer Awareness Month and October 21st, 2025 as National Mammography Day in Douglas County, and encourages all citizens to join in the worthwhile cause to celebrate successes and memorialize lost battles. Further, women and men are encouraged to talk to their healthcare providers about regular clinical breast exams, getting regular mammograms, and practicing, most importantly, monthly breast exams. So proclaim this 21st day of October 2025. Dr. Ramona Jackson Jones, Chairman, Henry Minchell III, District 1, Whitney Kenner Jones, District 2, Martin Raxton, District 3, and Mark Alvarez, District 4. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for reading the proclamation and certainly raising the awareness about breast cancer, not only in Douglas County, but all over the nation. You mentioned something that really was very interesting. It says there are 4 million breast cancer survivors in the U.S., and those survivors are just as a result of awareness. The things that you just shared with us, the breast exams, the mammography, the innovation, and all the things that have really come within the last 10 years or so regarding medications. This is nothing to be taken lightly. Certainly, thank you for coming in on last Thursday for our Pink Out event here in Douglas County as we recognized and celebrated breast cancer awareness. Thank you so much, Ms. Grisham. Board of Commissioners, and I will just yield the floor if you have something to say regarding, but we are all, our proclamation is from our heart, so I will speak on all of us on our behalf. But anyone want to say anything regarding breast cancer?
I always get excited when I see Ms. Grissom coming because I know she's beating the drum of breast cancer awareness, and I think that it's important to recognize that not everybody survives, but you increase your chances when you get diagnosed early. My mom's in the audience today. And she lost her youngest sister to breast cancer 18 months from diagnosis to death. She got diagnosed at 35 and she was gone by 36. So you don't know how soon or how early. My Aunt Mary is actually on hospice right now with breast cancer, and she has about a week or so left to live. And so I just appreciate you for always making sure that people are aware and that they do their self-exams so that nobody else's family has to experience that loss. So thank you. Madam Chair, I yield back.
Okay, thank you so much, Commissioner Kenner Jones. Any other remarks, Board? Commissioner Raxton, you have the floor.
I would just like to echo Commissioner Kenner Jones. We've all been impacted by breast cancer, by family members, friends, and loved ones. Ms. Brenda, you're amazing. We don't say no to you. And the Pink Out presentation was outstanding, and I hope it was recorded and something that we could share with anyone and everyone, because that was very informative and information that needs to be shared. So thank you for all that you do. Thank you for staying on this crusade. And Madam Chair, I yield the floor back to you.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Raxton. Vice Chair, I see you leaning in.
Like Commissioner Whitney, Kenner Jones says, it's always a pleasure seeing you. And you know when you're coming, there's always going to be a bundle of joy bouncing around. We catch you in the hallways, and it's always such a delight. If I get off the elevator, there you are. And you always reach out and make sure that if I do not see you, you make sure I see you. And I appreciate that because, honestly, you know, we're talking about breast cancer. but also when you're talking about breast cancer, you're also talking about love. And it's about loving people, and it's about helping people. And your love for your community and all that you do, I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you. And God bless you. And we'll just keep praying for all those who are going through this. You know, I said it at the Pink Out. You can take it in your mind one day and just let it go the next, but until you really want to reach the throne, you just got to keep praying. You can't quit thinking about those who are struggling through many different things. So, but anyway, thank you for all you do for our county. Now yield, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Commissioner Mitchell.
It's nothing more than just thank you for at least standing and staying in the fight, and for those that just kind of, it's a heartfelt moment when you run into that C word. But thank you for just being there, and always with a smile. You do it with grace and love. So stay in the fight and keep those that want to give up or just don't think there's an out, because there is. Just the checkups is just one big step in the right direction. So just keep it in the forefront. Keep it in the forefront of everybody's mind that we can beat this.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, we can. So thank you, and we love you.
All right. Board of Commissioners, you've heard the proclamation. Thank you so much, Commissioner Mitchell. You've heard the proclamation. Do we have a motion?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. We just had discussion, but I'm going to ask anyway as part of protocol. Any discussion? Okay, please prepare to cast your electronic votes.
Motion carries 5-0.
We have a 5-0 unanimous vote, and the motion carries. All right. Ms. Grisham, if you would just wait on us, we're going to come down and take photographs with each group separately. You are so welcome. Thank you. All right, Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Yes. Number 7 is proclaiming the week of October 12th through the 18th as Veterinary Technician Week. Our animal control had an emergency, so they can't be here tonight. So maybe if someone can make a motion to defer this to the next meeting.
Okay. Do we have a motion, Board?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor to defer this meeting to November the 3rd. Okay. This proclamation to November the 3rd. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please indicate, any discussion? All in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. We have a 5-0 unanimous vote, and the motion carries to bring this item, this proclamation back to November 3rd of 2025. Thank you. Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Number 8, proclaiming the month of October 2025 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month in Douglas County. Ms. Teresa Smith is here to read the proclamation.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Madam Chairman and Board of Commissioners, thank you for allowing me to come this evening to share information about domestic violence. Whereas October is recognized nationally as Domestic Violence Awareness Month, an opportunity to educate the public, advocate for victims, and honor survivors. And whereas Sharehouse has chosen the theme, Voices of Courage, honoring survivors, inspiring change, for this year's observance, celebrating the strength of those who have endured domestic violence and the transformative power of community support. And whereas survivors of domestic violence demonstrate extraordinary resilience, and their voices serve as a powerful catalyst for awareness, healing, and systematic change. And whereas domestic violence affects individuals of all ages, races, genders, and socioeconomic backgrounds, and its impact, especially on children and youth, can be profound and long-lasting. And whereas it is essential to recognize the courage of survivors, amplify their stories, and ensure that every individual has access to safety, support, and resources to rebuild their lives. And whereas Share House provides critical services, advocacy, and a safe haven for victims of domestic violence in Douglas County, fostering hope and healing through trauma-informed, survivor-centered care. And whereas communities must unite to break the silence, challenge stigma, and inspire change, ensuring that no child, adult, or family faces domestic violence alone. And whereas the theme, Voices of Courage, reminds us that every survivor's story holds power, and by honoring their journeys, we deepen our commitment, strengthen our services, and unite as a community to address this issue to help identify and end domestic violence. Now, therefore, we, the Douglas County Commissioners, do hereby proclaim October 2025 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month in Douglas County, Georgia. We extend our deepest gratitude to Share House for their unwavering commitment to protecting and empowering survivors. We urge all citizens to actively participate in this observance, support Share House's mission, and work together to build a future free from violence where every voice is heard, every survivor is honored, and lasting change is inspired. So proclaim the 21st day of October 2025, signed by Chairman Dr. Romana Jackson Jones and Board of Commissioners. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Mrs. Smith. Thank you. Very well said. And thank you and Share House. Thank you and Share House for empowering domestic violence victims and survivors. You are shelter. You're a place where they comfort. Give them a peace of mind during a storm. And also, thank you for breaking the silence on domestic violence in Douglas County. Certainly, you are changing lives and giving those victims a voice of courage, resilience, and their strength is immeasurable when they come in the folds of Share House. Thank you for allowing us to amplify the stories that make those who have been that have gone through domestic violence change the world beyond them. And they actually become mentors to other women or men that's been exposed. So it's not only women that's being exposed, but men can be exposed to domestic violence as well. So thank you what you do here in Share House. I do here, and you and Share House and the entire team. It's much appreciated.
Thank you.
Board of Commissioners, do you have any remarks or anything regarding the great things that are happening here in Douglas County in terms of Share House and what they're doing to support and defend domestic violence incidents here in Douglas County? Cases. Commissioner Kenner Jones, I know that's one of your strengths.
I would just like to commend the work that Share House does, particularly with their victim advocates, and the volunteer work that they do, because until a protective order is actually served, it's just a piece of paper. But because of you all's partnerships with our victims advocates through the district attorney's office, making sure that victims know how to actually make a report when they're calling even 911, so that they can get the dispatcher the appropriate information, locations, knowing what to do so that they are empowered to advocate and help themselves, all the way to our sheriff's department, our police department, serving our TPOs timely. I don't think the people realize in the metro Atlanta area, on average, there's a 1.5 to 2 year backlog to serve protective orders. So until then, a lot of these victims are just stuck in a house with nowhere to go, no way to get out. They can't leave their property because then they would be penalized or punished for abandoning their housing. Are they risking being caught abandoning their children, whatever the case may be? And so you all's actual boots on the ground work stops that from happening in Douglas County, and I really do appreciate your work.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, I yield back.
Okay, thank you so much, Commissioner Kenner Jones. Any other remarks, Board? Commissioner Raxton.
Yes, thank you, and good evening. It's more of a statement, and the statement is that there is no place for domestic violence. And it simply is unacceptable. You have our support from the Board of Commissioners to do what we can to eradicate this. And I ask for those that are in a situation to please seek the help, seek the support. It's here, and we want to support those survivors and those that's going through domestic abuse.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So with that, Madam Chair, I yield the floor back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Commissioner Raxton. Any other remarks, Board, before I go on? Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Board of Commissioners, you've heard the proclamation. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
We have a motion. Second. We have a second. We have a motion and a second on the floor. Any discussion? We have a motion and a second. Please prepare to cast your electronic votes.
Motion carries 5-0.
We have a 5-0 unanimous vote, and the motion carries with no opposition. All right, Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Yes. Our last proclamation is proclaiming the month of October 2025 as Cybersecurity Month in Douglas County. Elliot Buggs is here to read the proclamation.
Okay.
Good evening, Madam Chair, Commissioners, Administration. It's a quick cybersecurity dad joke, real quick. Did you hear why the cyber criminal got away? He ran somewhere.
Oh, okay. We're like, okay.
Cybersecurity Awareness Month happens every October, and it's to teach people simple ways to stay safe online and protect their well-being and their environment. So we have Ms. Jada Pessa. She's just finished her Know Before Cybersecurity Awareness Certificate for IS Department for Douglas County. So she's going to read the proclamation.
Thank you. Hello,
Good
Jada.
evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Whereas Douglas County recognizes the use of the internet and internet-connected devices is now paramount for government agencies, citizens, and businesses to communicate, conduct business, managing finances, improve and enhance educational opportunities, and provide entertainment. And whereas essential businesses and services are increasingly dependent on technology to support finances, telecommunications, transportations, utilities, healthcare, and emergency response systems. And whereas technology users are increasingly sharing personal information online, businesses and governments store essential private information in technology systems, and these technology infrastructures face increasing threats from spyware, ransomware, and other malicious cyber activities focused on robbing us of our financial resources, personal information, and privacy through ransoms, identity theft, and fraud. And whereas maintaining the security of data and technology systems is both a shared and personal responsibility in which each of us has a critical role in awareness of computer security essentials, will improve the security of shared information and help protect Douglas County, its citizens, and businesses. And whereas the Douglas County Board of Commissioners, in coordination with the Information Services Department, has made significant investments in the cybersecurity infrastructure of the county by implementing proactive countermeasures systems, cybersecurity awareness training, and upgrades to all security appliances in our network. And whereas, in recognition of the severe threat we face from bad actors on the internet, the Douglas County Information Services Department trains every employee that has access to the network and constantly tests each user to ensure all of our users are vigilant. And whereas the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the National Cybersecurity Alliance, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, and the state of Georgia recognizes October as the National Cybersecurity Awareness Month. And during this month, all individuals as well as public and private organizations are encouraged to take time to educate themselves about cyber threats and how to combat them and put that knowledge into practice in their homes, schools, and workplaces. Now, therefore, the Douglas County Board of Commissioners do hereby proclaim the month of October 2025 as Cybersecurity Awareness Month in Douglas County, so proclaimed this 21st day of October 2025.
All right. Thank you so much, Jada. Thank you for reading the proclamation. Certainly, Cybersecurity awareness is a personal and shared responsibility of all of us, as we try to corral and cage those violators, the ones who are doing bad things. As you mentioned, bad actors. Certainly, I never thought that I would reach an age where I would even have an opportunity to even click on the computer on. I said, wait a minute, this was new. So now I'm afraid of the computer because of cybersecurity. You know, you touch your phone, and you know, of course, Elliot, every time I see something that's not quite right or I feel uncomfortable, certainly make a phone call, I'm telling you. And we appreciate every single thing y'all do because you are working day and night to make sure you control those bad actors. Board of Commissioners, you have anything to say? I know it is what it is. It's probably
I
one.
know nothing about cybersecurity at all, but I do appreciate that James liked your dad joke as much as I did.
James, he laughing. Anything else? Thank you so much, Commissioner Kendra Jones. That's your world.
Oh, yeah, and
Commissioner Braxton.
Yeah, thank you for bringing us and all that you're doing for cybersecurity. And I know that Interim Director Elliot Buggs and myself talked about re-engaging and activating the IT committee for the county. So that is something we're going to have some further discussion because of such things as bad actors and more of them trying to hack into the system. So again, job well done, and Madam Chair, I yield the floor back to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Commissioner Mitchell, you were, okay, you don't have anything? Vice Chair, that's it?
We just got to fund it.
Okay, Vice Chair, you look like you want to say something.
Look how far we come from blackberries.
Yes.
We thought that was the world's most amazing thing when we got the little blackberries. Now,
Oh,
you know
yeah,
how
the
far we've came, but you know, whenever there's always something good, you're always going to have people who try to, you know, utilize that for bad behavior. But anyway, just thank you for all that you do. Congratulations for you and your certificate. We appreciate that for all of our members to continue to keep getting educated and keep us safe on our computer. And, you know, I'm glad I'm not the only one who calls you when something looks suspicious. So for now, I know that that's just, I'm not the only one. But I yield back, Madam Chair. Thank you for all you do.
All right, thank you. Board of Commissioners, you've heard the proclamation. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion in 2 seconds. We have a motion. Any discussion? We have a motion in a second. Please prepare to cast your electronic votes.
Motion carries 5-0.
We have a 5-0 unanimous vote, and the motion carries with no opposition. Thank you. So what we're going to do, we'll come down and take photographs in order as read on the agenda. So the first would be our educators, please. Yes. And then we'll call you up accordingly. we could just, like 1 minute, I'm just 1 second, I'm waiting. Commissioner Braxton, this is really his item. Yeah, he'll be right back. Certainly with the proclamations, all 4 were just absolutely wonderful, and it was our honor to award those proclamations tonight, Board of Commissioners. All right, Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Okay. We will go to our new business item number 10, approval of a resolution to create a Douglas County Audit Committee and authorize the chairman to sign all related documents pending final legal review.
Okay. Board of Commissioners, certainly we have coming before us tonight approval of a resolution to create a Douglas County Audit Committee and authorize the chairman to sign all related documents pending final legal review. Do we have a motion?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the resolution to create the Douglas County Audit Advisory Committee.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion, board?
There is,
Yes.
Madam Chair, but I guess I'll just kind of just hold my comments and see where we end up with this stuff, so.
Okay.
Because I just don't, I think there's a lot more that needs to be done with this, but it appears to be in great hands.
Okay. I just have slight comments. Anyone else for it? Audit advisory committees are traditional and common in local government organizations, and this is another significant milestone in my administration as we have proven to promote 21st century best principles and practices. Once again, Douglas County has seized the moment to join other local governments by developing legislation to demonstrate this administration's desire to remain on the cutting edge. Certainly, we weren't the first local government in Georgia to explore opportunities regarding an audit advisory committee, and we definitely will not be the last, because in conducting research, I found there are numerous counties in this state alone without an audit advisory committee. Nevertheless, I said all of that to underscore that I'm thrilled the Board of Commissioners are considering this forward-thinking approach, and this Audit Advisory Committee is an added benefit, which in my opinion clearly sends a message that this Board of Commissioners embraces the concept of oversight, accountability, and transparency as we serve the citizens of Douglas County. We have a motion and a second on the floor. If there's no more discussions, please prepare to cast your votes.
Motion carries 4-1.
We have a 4-1 vote, and the motion carries, and with 1 opposition, and the motion stands. All right.
Okay.
Madam Clerk.
Number 12 is approval of a resolution, excuse me, to terminate lease and property management agreement between Old Courthouse, Inc. and Douglas County, Georgia, and authorize the chairman to sign all related documents pending final legal review.
Okay. Board of Commissioners, as read by the clerk, approval of a resolution to terminate lease and property management agreement between the Old Courthouse, Inc. and Douglas County, Georgia, and authorize the chairman to sign all related documents pending final legal review. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion, board?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay.
Can we just get an explanation as to why we are wanting to terminate the lease of the museum?
Those who brought this forth to the agenda, do you have any comments or remarks?
It's my understanding that the administration has advised that we have outgrown our space in several buildings, that we are covering all of the costs for the operations out of the museum. We've been telling departments that they need to tighten up their belts and trim the fat in various different places. This doesn't generate really any revenue for the county. Elections has to have somewhere to go, and right now we simply don't have the funding to build additional new facilities or acquire new buildings, so we need to utilize the assets that we have.
Okay.
Madam Chair, I'll yield back.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Kenna Jones. Any other remarks? Commissioner Braxton, you have the floor.
All right, thank you. And as exhibited by external review report that was provided, there were several weaknesses and items that caused me concern in regards to the museum. One of the things was in regards to self-sufficiency, which it says that fundraising was negligible. There was also some ideals or recommendations that in regards to increase in visitation, there was no plan or nothing clear responsive to the demographic and population changes in the local community. So also there were some statements in regards to resistance to some of the changes that was being proposed to modernize and to bring in new exhibits and to even be flexible with the tours that are provided and the timing and the frequency and the length of those tours. So as Commissioner Kenneth Jones indicated, I also too feel the need that we have outgrown the space and we need space for some of the operations and administration of Douglas County, and that is a building that I think will be very sufficient for that. Madam Chair, I give the floor back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Commissioner Braxton. Any other remarks?
Yep. Have we given, or has anybody from the board taken the opportunity to go over there and sit down and talk with anyone from the museum about possible changes that we would like to see, the museum's change and all of that? I mean, I just know my son had his class over there literally last week over there, but and have we talked with the museum or given them any notice that this might be potentially coming without just springing them on this, as this made the agenda today because we did not discuss this yesterday. So it's just kind of like thrown out there. So we have not given them have we given them any notice? County Administration, has anybody provided them with any notice?
Not that I'm aware of. We wouldn't have been authorized to give any notice because
Or just discuss it with them that this might potentially be coming.
Legal has not.
Okay. County Administration?
The administration is not either.
Has any of the commissioners? Okay. I just think that springing this on them like this, with so much material that they have in there, they've got to now go back and find the owners and get all of that out of the museum. I just think this being rushed through, I just really don't see that that's a good look on our community, especially when, like I say, I know school systems utilize that in field trips, and we're just wanting to take it over its space. I just think there should have been some sort of notice. And I'll yield back, Madam Chair.
Okay, any other remarks? Board of Commissioners, certainly in my opinion, museums are a learning tool for our students, and I'm thinking about the public that actually really it's the citizens museum, not my museum, your museum, is our citizens. And when I look at the number of Facebook hits from 2022 to 25 regarding the museum, it was 202,679 hits. And then visits, we had 44 states visit the Douglas County Museum, 31 countries, and 18,898 visitors, which tells me that I would love to see us give some consideration to thought. I did have Kennesaw, that was my initiative, to have Kennesaw State come down, some consultants to look at the museum. And certainly the ARPA funding that we had available, I had really earmarked $500,000 in there to renovate the museum in so many ways and provide special cabinetry and things to preserve what we have and to add and enhance what we have in there, but certainly being removed crazily. I'm still mind-boggled. My mind is just disturbed over what happened, but we'll leave that alone, me being removed. So when I came back, that $500,000 had been repurposed. So really had some ideas for the museum. So I have not heard the administration. I know they said we do need some room for some more office and additional space, but that building is, you really can't do anything inside. You can't renovate it because it's on the registry. What is it, the registry when you can't touch these? The historic registry. So it's on that registry, so if we go in there, you can't move any walls or make any drastic changes, but would love, I'm speaking on behalf of educators, and would love to see us reconsider, but that's totally up to the board. I know two folks had to put it on this agenda. So that's my discussion. I've made it very clear that I love education, and I would love to see our students have a way to learn about the history of Douglas County, and then add and enhance the history, because the history has changed in so many ways. And then also to have a conversation with those that work in the museum to determine if there's a path forward so we could maintain and enhance the museum rather than take a site away that our visitors, 31 countries, there's quite a few countries in 44 states. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. If there's no further discussion, we have a motion and a second on the floor. Please prepare to cast your votes. Clerk, can I, because I clicked the wrong one. I can just change it, yeah. Okay. I don't want to, thank you.
Motion carries 3-2.
Okay, we have a 3-2 vote and the motion carries. All right, what's next, Madam Clerk?
We have the consent agenda, but actually we approved that at the beginning of the meeting, so. Oh, I'm sorry. We do have another new business item. I'm sorry.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Number 15 is authorization to submit a congestion mitigation and air quality improvement CMAQ grant application to the Georgia Department of Transportation in connection with a 3-year pilot project to connect H.E. Holmes MARTA station at a cost of $1,696,500 with a required 20% local match of $339,000 to be funded by the departmental budget, and authorize the chairman to sign all related documents pending final legal review.
Good evening, Madam Chair.
Good evening.
Administration.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an application that we have processed, we went through, as I mentioned during the work session, in over an 11-month period in 2023. And the result of that was the Transit Master Plan. The Transit Master Plan went out, and like I said, over 11 months we interviewed and had over 1,700 responses. 47% of the respondents desired more connections to downtown Atlanta. The #1 destination was Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, and 56% of the individuals desired better connections to Cobb County. The CMAQ funds, the applications are due October 31st. We found out through our connections at ATL and staff there that the connection to the airport was something that ATL board had been looking at through their in-person employment center project, as I mentioned at the transportation subcommittee today. So that's great. They're actually looking into that one. The other item was a connection to H.E. Holmes. In order for a project, a CMAQ project, to be eligible, it has to be in the MTP, which is the is a regional transportation plan, plus the ARTP, which is also that's a plan that ARC puts together, and then the other one is ATL. So it has to be eligible through those mechanisms. It also has to go through a very thorough planning process, which is what the Transit Master Plan absolutely did. So it makes it a very eligible project. It makes it a very, because we are connecting to other transit, it makes it very desirable. Now, we heard a a citizen mentioned the dial-a-ride and that component. Dial-a-ride is kind of more of a phone and book a trip type of thing. Microtransit was also discussed in the transit master plan. There were 6 microtransit zones that were introduced, and that's a technology-driven component. It's more dynamic. There are six of those locations identified in the transit master plan. So the item here, which included a resolution that I sent forward, was for us to pursue the HE homes. Again, even at the time this was done, I don't think anybody had the World Cup on their mind, but it does a couple of things. One, it satisfies those desires from the respondents that we had in Douglas County. We connect to the regional MARTA system. Last year, as you know, the ATL had to make some cuts on the 463, which is the express bus that leaves out of Douglas County and goes to downtown. And so this actually would also help supplement those individuals that are getting to and from work. So I'm here for any questions that you have.
Okay. All right. Any questions for?
I'll start, but
Okay.
I'm not going to go through the entire conversation that we had during the work session. So, I mean, that's my position as to kind of where we are. And to spend $339, I go back to our earlier conversation when we had our bosses saying what we should or shouldn't be doing and what we should move on. But in the finance committee, we are actually kind of having those kind of conversations.
Mhm.
And this is one of those conversations that I think we should pause on and wait and see where this will end up versus taking a $1.6 million plunge into a possibility that may or may not be around. It just depends upon what this board thinks, though. So I'm not going to go through the whole dissertation that we did earlier. So I'll leave it there, but that's my position and all that.
You yield back?
Yeah, oh, yield back. I'm sorry. Yes.
Commissioner Kenna Jones, you have the floor.
I actually am glad that Commissioner Mitchell asked for this to go back on discussion items so that we can have an opportunity to clarify. And I did ask Director Rana to stand up so that he can correct or clarify anything that I say that is inaccurate. So as part of Transportation Committee, and the things that we are looking at is making the routes more efficient, making the routes more cost effective, figuring out basically where to get the most bang for our buck, because we can, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but it is not so easy to unwind Connect Douglas in its current iteration, because we will owe the federal government back money based on the previous administration's approval of grants and funding. Do I understand that correctly?
Good evening, Board. Commissioner, I do agree with what you just stated.
So we are trying to figure out how to make routes as efficient for the citizens as possible. Douglas County residents on a whole do not work in Douglas County. We live here, we commute elsewhere to go to work. So I think that an issue has been conflated. While yes, this will be a benefit during the World Cup, and hopefully we can boost or generate some revenue from fares collected from those tourists, this is a pilot to determine whether or not this is a feasible long-term solution to help residents connect into HE homes so that they can have better quality of life, connecting into mass transit, going to their jobs in Atlanta, Brookhaven, DeKalb County, wherever it is that they go, because they're not working here, they're commuting out. Do I understand that correctly?
Yes, Commissioner.
Then the next component of that is the 2 routes or buses that you all have identified. We can operate this HE Homes route at an actual savings versus what it cost us currently to run those 2 routes. Do I understand that correctly?
That's That's accurate. So as I explained and walked through in the transportation subcommittee today, we would be removing the peak service buses, which run from 7 to 11 and from 3 to 8 on only one route, and that would be the 40 that goes to Fulton Industrial Boulevard, the FIB.
And is it also correct that that we are equating those peak and route times because those are the route times that match or line up the most appropriately with people's actual commute schedules? You are leaving your house in Douglas County at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, take the bus into the MARTA station so that you can be at work by 8, you're back at the station by 5, and the last couple of buses can get you back into Douglas County.
For the HE Homes application, yes, ma'am. It is, yes.
I know I'm asking you questions and I'm waiting for a yes, but it's because I already know the answer. But so, and the other thing is, according to the ARC's current regional data, 33% of Douglas County residents currently either have one or no vehicle for their entire family. So you would agree that we are assisting people and having an opportunity to be able to go out and have living wage, sustainable employment in the city and have a reliable means of getting there.
That's 100% correct. We have a lot of the discussion around transit is about getting people to work and to employment centers. And in point of fact, the routes that we all redid last May in 24, 40 did that. We actually connect with the 72 at MARTA, and it gets people to the employment centers that are located on Riverside that are doing shift work.
And because this is a pilot program, the federal government, MARTA, and Douglas County will annually be evaluating to see if this setup continues to make sense or if it's something that needs to have the kibosh put on it and we not do it anymore.
We look at everything every month. And in point of fact, I did promise Commissioner Mitchell yesterday at the work session that I would send him a copy of the presentation from today that had the ridership, and that was the first thing. As soon as we finished the subcommittee, I had him send it to Commissioner Raxton. You already get it already,
so you would agree
you had copies of it, yes, ma'am.
That this is assisting us in achieving, one, if route feasibility continues to make sense, we are reducing the cost overall for operating Connect Douglas. We're providing a benefit to Douglas County residents, and an added benefit is that during the World Cup, we have an opportunity to generate revenue that otherwise would not be available to us. Madam Chair, I yield back.
All right, thank you so much, Commissioner Kenneth Jones. Any other remarks? Okay. Commissioner Raxton, you have the floor.
All right, thank you. So, as a resident of Douglas County who has to take MARTA to go to Midtown, I'm so looking forward to this opportunity. And if you look at Fox 5 News, every morning around 7 o'clock, typically there's an accident on I-20 going east between Fairburn Road and 285.
Yeah.
So if this is an opportunity to reduce the number of drivers and individuals driving their individual vehicles to go downtown, to go down 20, going east, and to hopefully to save some lives and to increase safety and to provide a fair and equitable and cost-efficient mechanism of doing that, I am very much in support of that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Commissioner. I just want to add a couple of things to that. One of the, yes, it would be a tremendous benefit. One of the items that was brought up yesterday also at the work session for discussion, I believe it was Commissioner Mitchell that brought it up as well, was about the fares and what that might be. Again, since we are here, I did want to remind that we did get a transit trust fund, TTF, to look at fare elasticity, and that was awarded to us day before yesterday. So, yesterday. So we actually will be taking that on. That's going to be a countywide survey to assess it and see what that is, and that can be, what the general public is willing to pay to go from here to HMs. and also the internal movements of Connect Douglas.
All right,
as
thank
well.
you. And also, last statement is they understand that they have Wi-Fi availability, which is great for us to like to pop open our laptops again on our tablets or et cetera. So looking forward to utilizing the services, maybe taking a quick nap before we get to HE Homes. And Madam Chair, I yield the floor back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Commissioner Raxton. Commissioner Mitchell?
Just one question. So, correct me, I'm trying to understand, what grant that we have that we owe the federal government, so I can kind of understand the math. I didn't realize that there was something that we took on.
Well,
that was, okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Apologies. Well, Commissioner, Connect Douglas has always been a federally subsidized service. From the lot that we exist on, the building, the buses, the infrastructure, the capital investments have mostly been federally funded with an 80% share that they put in with a 20% match. So they have a vested interest.
Right.
And those all have a fair market value in today's time. So if for any reason the services were to be discontinued, or those wouldn't serve the purpose that the funding initially we committed to, those would then become refundable or due to FDA.
Right, I understand that part of it, but I just want to make sure I'm clear though, so, because I didn't know this part, so you're telling me that we've got a current, not prior, because when we started this busing system before some of these guys' time, we got a 5-year grant. Ron helped me out with this. It was whatever the grant and the match was. That loan or that grant or that situation has run its course, correct?
So in 2017, the county went after CMAQ funding.
Okay.
To start the transit, which began in June of 2019.
Correct. Wasn't that a 5-year deal or a 7-year deal?
It was 3-year, but.
Oh, 3, okay, 3 years, okay,
CMAQ
okay,
to
okay.
Up to 5 years, but also we get 5307 funding, we get other types, we have other sources of FTA funding that comes into the region and it's dispersed.
Got it.
In summary, those operating grants, those wouldn't be refundable because those operations were conducted as initially committed to. So those are still running their course, like you suggested. And once the funds are expired, they're expired. The operations, they don't have any effect on your future decisions or operations.
Right. But the funds that you're speaking of, that Commissioner Kenner Jones is speaking of, are funds that we are tied to now, right, that if this happened to go away for whatever reason, we'll owe back X.
Right. And those would be our capital assets.
Got it. Oh, our capital assets. Okay. That's tied to this. Okay. And I don't look for an answer now, but I would love to know what that tie-in and the cost or the numbers, what that truly looks like, because I didn't know that part of it. Because it makes sense if that's the case, because we're interwoven too deep, I guess, based on what you're telling me, based on Fed and state and any other things that you may have tied to this busing system.
Yes, sir. We'll work with our finance department and figure out a final number for your reference.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I yield back. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I do have one last question.
Okay, Commissioner Kenner Jones, you have the floor.
Director Rana and Director Roberts, if you could, I think it would also be helpful if you could get with our 911 director and pull the numbers to see during those peak hours the number of accidents that occur going eastbound on I-20 in the morning and westbound on I-20, so that we can figure out what the reduction or the increase in safety would be having less cars on the road during those times.
Yes, ma'am.
Madam Chair, I yield back.
Okay, thank you so much, Commissioner Kenner Jones. Vice Chairman Alcaraz, you have the floor.
I just have just one thing first I need to clear it up, because I thought we even talked about this in the subcommittee today, that the $339,000, you are actually going to cut, it's not really savings, you're cutting other routes to be able to get that money back into your department to be able to afford this $339,000. Am I not correct? Did I not hear that?
We're cutting one of the like I said, the 40 Fulton Industrial Boulevard, one of the peak service buses, which would give us the that cut would give us 169,000, and we would need 113,000 for the next 3 years to come up with the local 20% match.
So in other words, you're actually cutting routes and all that to be able to obtain the 339,000. So we're not really getting anything that's going to make a savings. You're just cutting routes so that you can afford to have this 339,000. Am I correct? Because I mean that is what was said, if I believe.
Yeah, we're cutting one of it's the least performing block run, is what we call them, and that's where we're generating the funds so that we can have the opportunity to pursue this.
Right. That's just I just want a clarification on that.
Yes, sir.
That you were actually doing that so that you can afford this 339,000. Then my only other question is, okay, let's say if we do get this 1.6 million, and we start trying this out and doing these test runs and seeing how everything's working. What's going to happen if we see it is not working? If people are not utilizing this transportation, what's going to happen if we determine to say, okay, this isn't working for us, and MARTA comes back and says, hey, we're looking at this and whatever it is, and we decide to cut it? What do we owe back? Is there anything that's saying we're going to have to owe anything back? Or no?
Commissioner, I wouldn't believe so. This is an operating grant, so we
Okay.
will, of course, operate the service. If it's not successful, we figure out a reasonable time frame on when it needs to be discontinued, and after that point, we stop expensing, and we stop requesting reimbursements, and we wouldn't know anything backwards.
Okay, I was just making sure because you said, MARTA would be overseeing this. So I just wanted to make sure if we did see that it wasn't working and we changed, not going to HE Homes, I just wanted to make sure we're not going to turn right around and have to pay something back. If we change and say, okay, we're not doing this anymore, did we owe anything?
We wouldn't. That would be the end of the service, and it wouldn't be MARTA overseeing. It would be us, running our Connect buses to HE Homes. And we have had discussions with MARTA to make sure that we get the MOUs if it is a successful application, so that we have the contracts and everything put in place, sent through legal for us to be able to participate, which didn't sound like it was going to be that big of a deal because other regional providers are already getting to HE Homes.
Okay, and correct me too if I'm wrong. In the subcommittee today, you said you're basically going to have two buses just going back and forth. One will be picking up here, one will be going back. So there's be crisscrossing all day long?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. I yield back, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you. Any other discussion, board?
I do want to have just one clarification. When we're saying a savings, that is because it cost about $169,000 to run that route currently, but changing it to HE Homes is somewhere around $116,000 to run that route. So the difference between 116 and 169-ish is what we are referring to when we're saying that route is less expensive.
We cut the block runs. We save $169,000. Our match is we need $339,000 over the next 3 years for the 20% match. That's where we get the money.
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other discussion? All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Commissioners, we certainly engaged in our discussion. Do we have a motion to approve?
We already did.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor.
No,
Any?
we did not get a
Yeah, I
motion.
don't remember calling.
That's how we got
She said I didn't
Okay.
call.
I thought that's how we got the discussion. Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion, board? We have a motion and a second. Please prepare to cast your votes.
Motion carries 3-2.
We have a 3-2 vote and the motion carries, and two opposed. All right, but the motion carried. Okay, Board of Commissioners, what do we have next?
Next
consent
is the
agenda?
consent agenda, but we did already approve that at the beginning of the meeting.
Okay, so we already approved that, so next we have our announcements. Okay, announcements, who's going to bring those announcements? Okay, Kristen, thank you.
Good evening, Madam Chair, Board of Commissioners, and County Administration. I am here to give you your evening announcements. Congratulations to District 1 Commissioner Henry Mitchell III on his recent certification from the Association County Commissioners of Georgia Lifelong Learning Academy, a continuing education program that provides county officials with custom curriculum comprised of core and specialty tracks in areas such as public safety, intergovernmental relations, citizen engagement, and more. Commissioner Mitchell successfully completed the Academy's specialty track in quality of life and social issues. To date, Commissioner Mitchell has completed all of the required core and 8 specialty track courses offered by the Lifelong Learning Academy. Congratulations to District 2 Commissioner Whitney Kenner Jones on her recent graduation from the Atlanta Regional Commission's Regional Leadership Institute. The Distinguished Leadership Program is comprised of a consortium of leaders across Metro Atlanta's public, private, and nonprofit sectors. During the course of the program, participants explore key issues facing the region, such as housing affordability, transit and transportation planning, economic development, and workforce development. Commissioner Kenner Jones was one of 48 leaders from across the region selected to participate in the 2025 class. Congratulations to District 3 Commissioner Martin Raxton on his recent certification from the Association County Commissioners of Georgia Lifelong Learning Academy. Commissioner Raxton completed the Academy's core curriculum track. Congratulations to Vice Chair and District 4 Commissioner Mark Alcaraz on his recent certification from the Association County Commissioners of Georgia Lifelong Learning Academy. Commissioner Alcaraz completed the Academy's specialty track in public safety and county operations and management. He is one of 16 county commissioners statewide who serve on the Lifelong Learning Committee, which evaluates curriculum offerings and provides recommendations as necessary. We applaud each of these commissioners on their notable achievements and appreciate their service to the citizens of Douglas County. Advanced voting is underway for the statewide general election for the Public Service Commission, Districts 2 and 3. Early voting will continue through Friday, October 31st, including another Saturday voting opportunity on October 25th. Early voting hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Douglas County Courthouse, which will also include Saturday voting, the Deer Lick Park Recreation Center, and Dog River Library. Please note, any registered voter residing in the Douglas County portion of Douglasville, Villa Rica, or Austell may cast their ballot at any of the early voting locations. The countdown is on for our annual courthouse trick-or-treat event. Join us on Friday, October 31st from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. for the festivities. Kids of all ages are invited to trick-or-treat at the courthouse and enjoy the elaborately decorated departments. We are proud to participate in the Teal Pumpkin Project, ensuring that those with food allergies can safely join in the fun. We look forward to hosting all of our trick-or-treaters. Join us for the Hispanic Heritage Festival on November 1st, 2025 from 12 to 4 p.m. at the Allen Major Family Fun Center and Skate Park, located at 2171 Mack Road in Douglasville. The celebration will include a parade, vendors, music, and food. Email Constituent Services for more info at constituentservices@douglascountyga.gov. We hope to see you there. And finally, save the date. Douglas County's Veterans Day Parade will be held on Saturday, November 8th, 2025, beginning at 11 a.m. Join us as we honor our veterans for their dedication and service. The parade will start at Douglas County High School and route through Douglasville downtown. To register to participate or for additional parade information, visit our website at douglascountyga.gov or email constituentservices@douglascountyga.gov. And that concludes the announcements. Madam Chair, I yield the floor.
All right, thank you so much.
Madam
Christian,
Chair.
thank you so much.
Just one add to the announcements, if we could, please. Chad, if you can come up and just speak on, and I'm glad to see you here, though, on behalf of the Aquatic Center and all the great things that happened this past week, this week, rather.
Good evening, Madam Chair, Board of Commissioners, County Administration. We did finish our 75-day renovation of the
Yes.
Aquatic Center.
Yes.
It is a beautiful facility. It was already beautiful before, but it's more beautiful now. We just wanted to say a special thank you to the Board of Commissioners, the Board of Education who helped fund some of the project,
Yes.
all of our staff who helped over those 75 days, and of course United Pools who helped with the renovation and did the entire renovation. So thank you so much for all the support.
And kudos to you and Dr. Gilchrist.
Yes, sir.
Because you guys kind of walked that 75-day with myself and staff and everybody else. So again, a job well done. I just wanted to kind of at least acknowledge the great work that went on, and what the Aquatic Center looks like now, it's amazing.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Amazing. So job well done. Thank you.
And we're open yesterday, well, today's Tuesday, but we're open full-time now, so come out and see us.
Yes, thank you
Yeah.
again, Chad.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Oh, I yield back, Madam Chair.
Any other remarks, board? Okay. If there's nothing else to be said or done tonight in our meeting. Board of Commissioners, do we have a motion to adjourn? We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? We have a motion and a second. Please prepare to cast your votes to adjourn.
Motion carries 5-0.
We have a 5-0 unanimous vote, and the motion carries. Thank you, and have a good night, and we will see you at our next meeting. Thank you. Bye-bye.